talk about what legal documents investors want to see before they complete a financing. Before VC investors fund your company, they're going to want to see some certain legal documents. You're going to get a legal due diligence request list from your investors' lawyers with a number of requests for you to produce documents. For simplicity, I'm going to break them down into a couple of general categories, and this doesn't include all the types of information you're going to be requested to provide, but for now, this will be a good, helpful starting point. First, you're going to need to provide your certificate of incorporation, bylaws, and any stockholder agreements that the company is a party to. You'll also likely be asked to produce a copy of all board and stockholder minutes or actions by written consent approving board and stockholder actions. Second, with respect to equity, you'll likely be asked to produce a detailed cap table listing everybody who has rights to equity in the cap table, including stockholders, equity holders, convertible note holders, and safe holders. With respect to option holders, you'll also likely be asked to produce a schedule of vesting terms. You'll also likely be asked to produce a list of board and stockholder approvals relating to those issuances of equity. If you have an equity incentive plan, you'll need to produce that as well. Finally, you'll also likely to be asked to provide qualifications or exemptions from federal and state securities laws. If you've been working with a qualified lawyer for all your equity issuances, you should hopefully have this in good order. Third, with respect to IP, your investors' lawyers will likely ask for the form of proprietary information and invention assignment agreements. You'll need to prove that all employees, co-founders, and consultants have signed one of these. Generally, you'll be asked to prove that the company owns all the IP. You'll also ask to produce a list of all the IP transferred by employees to the company. Your investors' lawyers may also ask you to provide a list of all the employees who have not signed an invention assignment agreement. The key here is they want to understand what role and contributions those people who did not sign invention assignment agreements play in the company and what the risk is of them owning that IP is moving forward. Fourth, with respect to your people, your investors' lawyers will likely ask for all employment agreements, consulting agreements, indemnification agreements, and any other agreement between your team and the company. They also want to understand whether or not any officers are devoted to the company on a full-time basis or not. Now, of course, this is not a complete list. Your investors' lawyers may want to see other types of documents, such as those relating to real estate or debt. Now, if you want to see a sample legal due diligence request list, click the link in the bio.